Hello guys, welcome to the stream today. Let's see who's in it today. Can you maybe show us what has to happen to get you bullish? Yeah, I will tell you what happens for me to be bullish, don't worry. So anyways guys, welcome to the stream today. I'm not gonna take too long today for this stream. I'll probably answer your questions and tell you what's going on. I see Bitcoin already is at 53,800 and I'm very happy because I am in a short position with a lot of money riding, because it's a do or die basically kind of moment for me. Either I score the biggest trade in history or I just break even. It's either this or that. But yeah, very happy with the price action regarding my situation. For you guys who are new to crypto, you probably think that this is crazy, but you know, we have 10k dumps, so we also have 10k pumps. It's natural Bitcoin movement. So I'm gonna go to the charts now. I'm not gonna take too long of your time also, because I do want to analyze this super fast. And I'm gonna tell you everything about Bitcoin and where I think this is going and where I think we might head. So first of all, the pump is legit. It's not a fake pump. The only thing that is fake about it is, I personally think, is whale pump, because usually whale pumps, what they do is they wait for low volume and then they just pump it and then they just break through different resistance areas and levels. And the opposite is the same. You break down to the downside with breakouts, basically with dumps. Same strategy. These are all whale pumps that you can see. And even if I switch to one of my indicators, which you can also download or put it as your favorite, it's called the Arvo Indicator. Where is it here? Relative volume. So it kind of tells you. So it kind of tells you where this might head. Let me just remove something here. Maybe the 200 EMA for now. So this Arvo indicator tells you if it's whales or not whales, basically, and we can check it out first. And let's see. 1 hour. So yeah, it's definitely a whale pump. It's 2.5 times more than the average. Well, actually, I think it started off with retail. By the way, I think retail was selling here, definitely. So you can see here. So they love to do this. This is what markets are, and this is what markets do. But bullish Bitcoin right now, bullish. I will explain why it looks bullish, and I will explain what will make me turn bullish, and then you can basically decide for yourself what you're gonna do. I'll also probably tell you my strategy, what I'm planning to do if we do turn bullish, and then also you can decide whatever you want to decide. So number one, I want you to just pay attention to one thing. Bitcoin right now is doing something very bullish in my opinion, but very scary as well in my opinion. And that bullish thing that BTC is doing is basically breaking out of a rising wedge formation. So this is your rising wedge. These usually break to the downside more than to the upside. So most likely they do break to the down, right? But Bitcoin did the opposite, and what it did right now, which is kind of super bullish, I think, in my opinion, is that it broke out of the rising wedge and retested here as support on the 1 hour and pumped. Now the bad thing about this pump is this huge wick to the downside. Now these wicks to the downside is basically telling you that there's a lot of selling pressure going on right here, and we're not very surprised about this selling pressure, because if you go to the daily time frame, you would know that this is the resistance area that Bitcoin needs to break and to hold. And you can see I had these trend lines right here for basically resistance trend lines, and it did break above them but couldn't hold. Now for BTC, even though this looks extremely bullish, I also want you guys to remember everything that goes up super fast come down super fast, and vice versa is the same. So if we're gonna talk only about the low time frames and where Bitcoin might go in the next couple of days, we will just start with the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and then the daily, and then we're gonna head to why I think this is still a potential bull trap, and to why I think no matter what it is, you guys need to be careful with your capitals. Definitely the least I would expect anyone to be doing right now is just at least moving those stop losses up. You can put a stop loss on spot if you want, or you can put a stop loss on your actual normal tradings on futures, and that will save you a lot of heartache and a lot of misery basically. And I'm gonna explain why. So let's basically first analyze the charts, but before we analyze, let me just check what's up with the chat, if everyone's doing okay. Let's see. Can you maybe show us what happens to get bullish? I will say that for sure. If it close more than 54, it breaks out of structure. Yeah, but I don't think it will, and I'm gonna explain why I don't think it will. Can you check if bearish Gartley is valid? Yeah, I don't really trade patterns. Harmonic patterns. So Market Makers is very good at trading these. I do believe he said that we could go up to at least 57 for the Gartley, for the bearish Gartley to play out, or 56. We did hit 56 on the futures chart, but we didn't hit it on the spot chart. We actually hit 55 something. I actually made a lot of money today from that volatility, but I was too scared to stay in the market because it was too volatile. I think I even got liquidated, but Binance was so crazy that it didn't liquidate me and just gave me the money basically. So it happens. You get lucky sometimes, and I'm happy for that as well. Whatever, man. You probably made people sell with your TA and lost these gains. Yeah, sure, man. I did. Yeah, I definitely made people sell. Definitely, 100%. You're 100% right, man. That's my main goal, to make people sell at a loss. When the retrace comes now, how will you tell whether to long or short price action, volume plus RSI? I will explain everything. Don't worry. But obviously, on the daily timer, has still not gone above previous high. Yeah, we still haven't got. Well, of course, we still haven't closed. We need to close at least above the previous high to confirm it as a previous high. But I'm not looking at daily. I'm looking at weekly. So end of the week is what's gonna be decisive for Bitcoin. Not today, not tomorrow. Sunday. Sunday is where things get interesting because it's the weekly time frame that tells you where the next move will probably go. So yeah. Where to put a stop loss? What is the breaking down point? It's up to where you put where you bought your spot basically. And I know many coins are probably bleeding heavily right now. The altcoins especially, definitely. So these are signs of bear markets, and I'm gonna explain why they are signs of bear markets, and whether you want to be cautious or not. Like the Mister here, I don't know what his name is, JB. Yeah. So if you want to be like JB and go all in and ride your Lambo to the moon, you can, but just be careful. You eat another 30K drop like 2017 and 2011 and 2014. People don't want to learn from the past. It's up to them. But I myself, I opened this channel, I opened the Twitter, I opened the Discord to talk to smart people and smart investors who really want to protect their hard-earned money. That's all I want to do. Whether you want to go all in or go all out, it's up to you. I don't really care. I just want people who are really smart to just be careful and protect the capital. That's it. You can do whatever you want. What else? Let's see. Didn't make me sell, kept me cautious. Of course, no one. Listen. Any bull out there, okay, or any bear out there who tells you wait for 20K to DCA in is an idiot, okay? Excuse me for saying this. And my Discord knows this about me 100%. I tell them all the time, DCA, put a stop loss right there and ride the waves. This is a wave. This from here to here is a wave. And my Discord is riding it for sure. Definitely. Even myself. And right here, I'm ladering out money. I'm not buying here, by the way. You want to buy here? It's up to you. You can buy, but I'm not going to buy here, by the way. Hello from Banter Family. Welcome. Actually, I love Sheldon, by the way, just so you know. I just don't like Ran. Ran is the guy who just sells bullshit all the way through, so I'm sorry about that. I really am a straightforward guy. I say A to B to C to D. I don't move too much. When I see a good person, I tell you he's good. When I see a bad person, I tell you he's bad. And it's up to you whether you like this personality or not. Anyways, let's go straight to the start. You sick bastardo. I love you. Love you too. Thank you for the donation. So yeah, I'm gonna answer your questions later. So let's get to the charts first and see what's up with Bitcoin. Let's analyze first the 1 hour time frame, and then go to see what's up with the rest of the. Well, actually, the daily is looking pretty good as well. Let's go first for the 15 minutes, or no, I'm gonna go for the one as well because the one kind of tells us where this might be going actually. Okay, so the first of all, if the 180x is actually, so the 1 hour or the 1 minute is actually pulling back, of course, your 80x goes below 0.23. Basically, this loses momentum and starts going like this, basically, to try to retest this. trend line. It already broke this, like I told you. I don't know if I told this here, but I think I told my Discord. If we don't hold this area right here, we're probably gonna roll over to this area right here, and then this area right here, because these are my trendless, and I'll show you how I drew them. So yeah, we will need to see if this is gonna get rejected or no. So this is 1. Now we can go to the 5 as well and see what's up with the 5. So again, you can see the whale pumps. You can see them clearly on the 5. These are all whales. There's no retail here involved. Everything above 5-6 times above the normal level is all just whales. And this is happening, by the way, just so you guys know, or kind of get a perspective on the market. This is kind of called short hunting. So you guys know, and I know, that many people, including myself, probably are taking shorts right here. And I'm not going to be surprised if Bitcoin still does manage to do something like this in a range here to wipe out some shorts, especially the greedy shorts. That's why I played it with low leverage and high liquidation price, so at least I don't get wicked out by any of the huntings, because they will hunt, definitely they will hunt. And many people will start to short here as well, by the way, even on the way down, and then they will kind of like just consolidate. And this consolidation thing that you see all the time, this is just basically hunting for shorts and longs. Now, the one thing that I do want to tell you is that many people were probably shorting from that area a long time ago, even before Bitcoin went to that 56, 57, 58, 59K region. They were shorting all the way up there. So most likely this is a hunt for shorts, 100% hunt for shorts. And now the thing that you need to remember is that now they build up a lot of longs down here. There's a lot of people who are longing, or who have longed at 40, and there's a lot of people who have longed at lower areas of 30 as well, and they have those longs probably still open because they are greedy and they want to make cash and they want to make a lot of money. So same principle. You go up to basically liquidate those shorts right there, and then you go down to liquidate the longs. So basically the market tries to remove everything, clean everything out before it decides what the next move is. So whether you're bear or bull, the market has to clean out everything. So it has to liquidate these longs here. And if it's going to go to the moon, it probably will. And then anyone who has long here, because I know for sure if we go back to 40K one more time, people might long again over there. So that's why you might not hold 40 anymore. You'll probably go down to the 35 to the 36K level right there with some wicks here and there to liquidate everybody, make everybody scared. And then they're probably will be scared of pressing the long button. And either the market will go up and take us to a new bull run, or the markets will go down and take us to a bear market, depending on the situation in that day. But my personal opinion and my personal thought on the market is that we will do this, and I have a set date of October 18, give or take a few days. I think that will be the decisive day where you're gonna see a proper pullback for this. For now, these are the levels that I'm watching, and I hope you watch them as well. So you have your level right here around 52.9. This is the first one. We need to hold this, by the way. If we do start closing below 52.9, it's going to be very bad for Bitcoin, and it's just going to tell you that these are just the whale pumps trying to basically make people FOMO in to basically start to liquidate everybody, most likely. If Bitcoin was to be bullish, it needs to go back to at least the scene of the crime, which is the all-time high right here, or the local high, and then bounce, respect it. Consolidate, probably break through this one and start to go up again. If it doesn't, and it goes back down and it consolidates and it starts breaking down, then most likely the rising wedge will play out, and then you probably break that 50K region. So now, just to make it clear and easy for everybody, you lose 50K, in my opinion, this is a bull trap. Okay, you hold above 50K, then in my opinion this might be a potential bullish scenario to resume the bull run, because we have been bearish for almost 5 to 6 months now, and any TA out there, whether he's bullish or bearish, if they haven't told you that we have been in a bear market since that 65K top, then they're just probably lying to you. You cannot say that this is a bull run. This is a bear market. Now, perspective, time frame is up to you. It's all perspective. You can say 6 months is a bear market. You can say 12 months is a bear market. You can say 4 years is a bear market. The plain and simple idea is bear markets are something that goes like this, down, down, down. You don't go up. alts bleed, everything bleeds, a lot of people lose money, a lot of people basically sell at a loss. That's what characterizes a bear market, and we have been bearish since 65k top. And that's why sometimes I do prefer the bears over the bulls. By the way, I am neither. I just tell you what I see in the charts, and I'm gonna explain why I'm bearish till now. But I just don't like the bulls in one sense, that they do tend to overhype and over exaggerate everything. Some bears also who are biased, I don't like them as well, especially the ones who say like, I'm waiting for 20k to basically buy everything and go to the moon. No, these are just stupid people. You should follow people who just understand what's going on in the market. They see down, they tell you down. They see, okay, we're gonna go up, and they identify the time frame and the levels. So yeah, with that being said, for me, I'm still bearish, definitely still bearish, and I'm very cautious as well. I'm not outside of the market, by the way. I'm the biggest bull out there, but I'm very cautious with my money because I worked hard for that money. I'm not the type to put all in and then lose it. And for the people who are doing that, just remember what happened to you during the 65k rally, where you basically ate a 30k drop. If you want that to happen again to you, by all means, go ahead, invest all in. You can buy right here if you want. If you're that sure that this is a bull market, go ahead, make my day and buy here and prove me wrong. Okay? The people who are bullish on BTC, even the super bulls, they're not going to buy here. They wait for the pullback to buy. And you can see we are way overextended from most EMAs. Even the 5-minute EMA is coming in at 53,000. And this is just the 5-minute EMA. So I'm going to go to the 15-minute and just start to check out what's up with Bitcoin and see where we're going and see the indicators. I do know that the higher time frames are probably super bearish, definitely the 4 hour for sure. So yeah, the 5-minute going for that pullback. So we're gonna expect some downside right here, at least to try to test at least this region right here around 52.8. Yeah, so the previous all-time or local high that we had. So that's the one thing, and we need to hold this to be bullish. We don't hold this, we start breaking below that, then we start to become more bearish. So basically, it was a fake out. This was a fake out because what happens when you break local highs is you need to break the high, retest as support, and then bounce back. If you don't retest as support and you start breaking down, I mean, this is just a fake out. Even though volume is involved, it can happen. It can happen whether you're doing this or that. The positive thing about the 5 minutes though is that we are having that ADX above the 0.23 line, signaling kind of a strong bullish momentum in the market, strong bullish buying pressure. So as long as this stays like this, you're probably gonna keep seeing either a slight upside or kind of like a consolidation here. Like I told you, they need to wipe out many shorts as possible because a lot of people are shorting here, a lot, definitely a lot. And they're going for those short liquidations most likely. And do we have anything bearish here? Divergences, nothing bearish on the 15. Let's go to the 1 hour because it's the most important in my opinion. So yeah, the 1 hour, you can see you are also your ADX is also curving to the upside, which is also signaling that bullish momentum in the market. You're approaching the oversold region, and you are forming bearish divergences on the 1 hour as well. So your price is going up, but your indicators are basically going down. So this is just a matter of time and patience. You will expect this. Now if Bitcoin for some reason starts to do this, okay, now you're probably super bullish on Bitcoin, and then probably your bull run resumes, especially if you pump today to like 57 and start bouncing around 57, and then tomorrow bounce around 60, then those are signs that the bull run will resume. But till now, nothing is confirmed yet. So that's the 1 hour. You do have bearish divergences on the 1 hour. You are oversold on your RSI around 89. You can go slightly up more. Like I said, that's why I expect that consolidation. And I'm going to explain the trend lines here as well. You are overextended from your EMAs, so around 51.8 to at least 51.2. So those are the 1 hour EMAs. So you will expect some type of pullback, most likely in the next 12 hours. I don't think it's going to drop this fast, this one. Especially now. We do have also a divergence in volume. So you had your pump, and now retail is kind of coming in, you know, like whales come in, pump it, and now retails are just with their mere tiny volume trying to enter the market over here. These are the people who are going to get basically very sad in the next coming days, because this will drop definitely. Whether you're bull or bear, whether you're on a bear market or in a bull market, 50, 40, 30% corrections come all the time. So just to keep that clear. And let's go to the 4 hour, because actually I want to go to the 2 first. Let's see if there's anything on the 2. On the 2, you also have a bearish divergence. This is great for shorting, by the way. When you spot these divergences, these are like magic basically. And you had your first, your second, and that's how the market works. But actually 3 fake outs, so 1, 2, 3. So the market usually likes to do this, and when you start trading more, you will start to notice them more as well, where they basically fake out once, twice, 3 times, and then the 4th is basically down. It's either 3 or 2 fake outs after a dump or a pullback, if you want to call it a pullback. Yeah, your stochastic still with room to grow, but my personal opinion is that this stochastic is going to go up like this and just fall down before it reaches that oversold area. And if it doesn't, if it keeps continuing and crosses the 80 level on the stochastic, then most likely you will start seeing the breaking of the levels. So 56, 57, 58, even though in my opinion that region right there between 56 and 59 is like super resistance. That one right there, it took us 3 months to break it. If Bitcoin breaks it in a day, then okay, your bull run most likely resumes. But I will not enter the market till 65k pops and we have a retest of the pop, and then I ride it. And I'm gonna explain why as well. I'm gonna show you some examples. 4 hour also bearish divergence, clear as day on the 4 hour. You have it on your MACD as well. You have it on your squeeze as well. If you saw my analysis about the S&P 500 a couple of weeks ago, I spotted a divergence and I told you this will drop, and the S&P dropped a lot as well, and it took the same amount of time to drop, so around 15 days. So these divergences are like magic in TA. So you have here your higher high and then your lower high on the squeeze. You have your lower high on the MACD as well. Clear bearish divergence on the MACD. Your RSI not so much. Yeah, not so much on your RSI, and on your stochastic not so much, but these two right here definitely are telling you a story of divergence. So what most likely you would want to see happen, or for a good short, is when these start to turn like this and your squeeze starts to curve like that, which is about to do, by the way. Then that's where you have your short entry, and this will always be a divergence, unless, because now the price is higher, but this will always be a bearish divergence unless squeeze goes above the previous squeeze. Now your divergence is invalid, by the way, in that case. Well, I don't see it happening. I know the squeeze too well. I told my Discord this last night that you're probably gonna form a lower high on the squeeze, and then you're gonna get your bearish divergence. You wait for your ADX to curve, and that's probably your signal to enter. So yeah, 4 hour looking for that pullback. Your EMA is coming in around 5,200 and 49k, so that's very bad, by the way. I don't want it to pull back now. These EMAs do move, so they will probably catch up. And by the way, when they do catch up, I think that your breakout or your breakdown target will be around 52 first, and then second one will be around, at least in my opinion, maybe like 5,500, somewhere around that region. These are your two downside targets for a pullback, a healthy pullback. If you see Bitcoin riding this, it's Gucci, everything looks good. If it breaks down from the rising wedge formation, then most likely you're probably gonna go to the bottom of the wedge again, which is the technical target of rising wedges when they break down, which is around 40k. And that, if it does that, Bitcoin is just in a bear market again, in my opinion. It's just like playing with people's feelings, you know. That's it. That's why I don't want Bitcoin to go below 50 anymore. If you're bullish and you want the bull run to resume, you need Bitcoin to stay above 50. Definitely. Anything below, especially weekly closes below, that's basically your warning sign to just be careful. And if you don't close under, and then you start to basically break levels, that's when your bull run resumes. So yeah, the 4 hour looking bearish, because it looks like there is a pullback coming. 6 hour as well. The 6 hour will probably form that bearish low on the squeeze as well, and probably pull back as well. We are overextended on everything. You can see there's no need for me to explain too much. And we go to the 12 as well. Your 12 actually looking not so bad, not so good. It's looking okay. There's no divergences there, definitely, but you are overextended. At your RSI is around 91. Your squeeze is around 6,700 almost. So almost when you were here on that local high right there. So that's where your squeeze is right now on the 12 hour as well. And your stochastic is at 105 or something. So everything is overextended. This is clear pullback region in my opinion. And let's go to the daily. Yeah, the daily looking awesome, looking not bad at all. You have your stochastic just slight oversold over there. You have your RSI oversold. So but you have your ADX kind of pointing to the upside, and you can see it right there. Your ADX is above 0.23 and pointing to the upside. So you can expect, as long as this stays like this, you're probably gonna see more upside on Bitcoin. And if it does do that and you start doing this, then you're good to go. The only bad thing is you have a bearish divergence on the daily squeezes again as well. So just so you can see it clearly. So your squeeze will probably do this, and then you will have your divergence right there, bearish divergence right there. Lower valley on the squeeze and higher price action on the actual price of BTC. So this is bound to fall. It's just a matter of days. For me, I think that I set the date as October 18. I think that's when it's gonna do the big pullback. For now, I think even the daily EMAs are way below us. So the daily EMA is around 47 right now, and we are around 54. So this is the problem with super pumps. They are very unhealthy to the actual price action in the market. So expect at least Bitcoin going back to those regions as well. My probable guess is, like I told you, if we go below 50, I'm starting to be bearish again. Like I will continue to be more bearish. Not starting to be, just continue to be more bearish, because the signs are clear. We got rejected with the wick above the 0.7 Fib ratio, which I talked about in my previous videos. So all in all, everything is still playing according to expectations. I will become more bullish when I see this breaking, and I told you guys I will explain why as well. So let's go to the 3-day chart only to see what's up. 3-day chart is the scary. Even though the 3-day chart even though your 3-day chart right now is crossing bullish, right? Let's see if it does close today. When does this close? This is the 1st of October, right? And today we are I don't know what day we are today, but yeah, this is the 1st of October. This is the 4th of October. So this closes on the 7th. So once it closes, we'll have more clarity on when it's up. I did say in the previous videos, if you do cross your 3-day above that 20 level on the stochastic, then you're probably gonna see those higher highs for Bitcoin, and we did cross. So this is very good. It's not bad at all. You have a potential bullish cross on the daily, on the 3-day as well. The only thing that I don't like is this ADX with this squeeze. So I hope the squeeze starts to flip green again, because if it doesn't and this keeps crawling up, then it's gonna super dump one more time. Okay, for now this looks good. It doesn't look bad. Once you start reaching the oversold region, that's where your rally really starts. So something that looks like this, then you go above the 80 level and then just consolidate and basically pump up. So you consolidate on the stochastic and pump up on the price action. So yeah, the 3 days is looking good. We just need that candle confirmation to see where this goes. This right here is looking good. This right here is looking good. This right here so-so, but it still can go up slightly more, even though it is oversold already. But all in all, not looking bad on the 3-day. It just will take time to play out, and you need the candle close, the 3-day candle close, definitely. And the last but not least, we're gonna look at the 1 week. I think the 1 week is still looking the same. So the 1 week is not looking good, by the way, even though everybody is saying that the 1 week is looking good. For me, it's not looking good. The only reason why it's not looking good is because you have your basically your ADX below that 0.23 line, and when you want to have super rallies on the weekly, you need your ADX to pump. Now this can curve to the upside and pump, So it's too early. That's why I'm telling you we need to wait for that weekly close. This week's close will probably determine the real direction of BTC. So if Bitcoin does manage to close a weekly above the previous high, then most likely your bull run has a higher chance to resume. And I'm gonna keep saying this, and I'm gonna explain why I keep saying this. Also, your stochastic is doing the same thing as it did in 2014, where it just basically dropped, tried to fake out one more time to pull to that 0 point or to that 80 level, and just climb above slightly and dump. So for bulls, you need your weekly stochastic to go above and do this. This is your rally. This is what signals a rally, a Bitcoin rally. When you see your stochastic oversold for a few weeks above the 80 level, then okay, that's your go. That's your signal for a bull run to resume, basically. But yeah, for me, the weekly doesn't look that good in my opinion still. We don't really have any bearish divergences or bullish divergences yet. So yeah. And the last one I'm going to check is the monthly chart for Bitcoin. And you can see that the monthly still hasn't closed. So this also needs a couple of days, so 20 to 25 days to close. So we are jumping the gun, basically. Wait for this to close. Let this candle be green, and then we can talk. So close above 53, right? So our previous local high. Close above it with a decisive close on the monthly, and then we can start talking about the bull run. This will drop again. Okay, just so you know, whether you are in a bull run or in a bear market, it will drop again, and it will drop minimum to this area right here, so around 35k. And in my opinion, the more that Bitcoin gets above these, or the more time it spends consolidating, at least consolidating, the higher chance it has of resuming the bull run, because these will move up basically. So as they move up and these get to that 41k region, let's say, then your chances of the bull run to resume are probably more and more likely, and then you're gonna probably see your all-time high being broken, retested as support, and then bounce. Okay. So I hope that makes sense from this perspective. If we start dumping now and we don't hold at least this level for a while, then these will not catch up, and then we will go to them, definitely go to them at least one more time. And this is coming in around 35k region to 27. And like you have seen already, we did go to them once, and we might go to them more than one time. So just be careful. And like I said, your monthly is still at that valley right here, at the edge of a canyon. You close under the 20 level on the stochastic, and then you basically enter your bear market. You start pumping above, then you probably resume your bull run. Very simple and very easy. I'm gonna go to the chat to see what's up, because I think people have questions there. But yeah, that's my general analysis for now. I do think that there will be a pullback, definitely, at least a retrace to the EMAs, especially the 4-hour EMAs, because they are overextended, and we have bearish divergences everywhere. Most likely, and you have a potential bearish cross also on the stochastic as here as well. So most likely this will take around 12 to 24 hours to play out. On the max side, it will take 48. So before the weekend, definitely there will be a pullback. And I do really hope we close a good weekly candle above at least 50, in my opinion, to at least have some courage to say that the bull run will resume. And I'm gonna check the chat, and then I'm gonna explain why I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. I'm still cautious. So let's go to the chat and see what's up. Is your Discord open to public or member? No, it's just open for private, so it's a paid Discord. What is the limit for your enter or stay in the bull market? Actually, no one can expect how long the time frame will be for the bear market or bull market, so we just need to enter and just wait and just be smart. Do you think the evil demo rats will purposely crash the markets by not agreeing with the Republicans? Everything is possible with politics, definitely, especially when you have Biden talking about regulations on stable coins and crypto in general. They don't want to ban it, but they want to regulate it. So either way, it's not good news for crypto, because people who are invested in crypto, I know myself, I want to Basically, I love crypto because I can send money everywhere I want, to anyone I want, with no fees, with no nothing, just easy. 1, 2, 3, done. And once the government start to regulate that, it's gonna be a bummer basically to everybody. So okay, let's see. DXY was bullish, right? And we are going to 10K. I remember your words at 40.7. I never said 10K. You bring me a recording and I give you, if you bring me a recording me saying 10K, I will basically let you have 2 free signals from me to you. So I'll make you rich with 2 free signals. Okay, so just bring me that recording and I'll post it on YouTube and I will apologize to you, man. Okay, because I know myself, and the one thing I'm not is a liar, and that one I guarantee I'm not. I said, and my words are, the DXY is bullish and it is still bullish, and we probably will go to that 20K region if the bear market continues, because we are in a bear market. Okay, whether you want to be happy and say yes and say no, it's up to you, but we are in a bear market. And when you start learning TA and educating yourself in TA, you would know that there are rules for TA that you can. It's like basically a doctor when he pronounces someone dead. You cannot go inside of the doctor's room and tell him, yo, no, you're wrong, he's not dead. By the medical books, the doctor needs a certain time to pronounce a patient dead, and he follows the rule. And as an analyst, not a YouTube fake guy out there who just tells you 100 moon Lambo. No, as an analyst, I have rules that I need to follow. I cannot make you happy and tell you yes or no. Okay, for now we are in a bear market. If Bitcoin manages to break the all-time high, retest it as support, it will go into another bull run, or basically resume the bull run. And if it doesn't, it's gonna dump again, and most likely you will see 20K region, because the market needs liquidity. And 200 MA, I think on the daily or something, or on the weekly, is around that region, and Bitcoin loves to retrace to that area. So same when people were at 20K and they did not believe Bitcoin will go to 3K, but it did. Now people are at 60 something and they don't believe Bitcoin will go to 20, but it will. Okay, just because you don't believe it, it's gonna do that. Just remember that. Remember my words. What's next? What are you talking about, man? 6 months doesn't have to continue. Yeah, for sure. The bear market we have been in a bear market for 6 months. Whether you want to say, if you want to say a 55K drop, a 30K drop is a bull run, and a 6 month period of consolidation on lower levels with alts bleeding, and basically all altcoins still not recovering. Many of the people on this chat right now probably are still at a loss. So it's not a bull run until you all start doing ×3, ×4, ×5, and then you start making money back. Okay, so I hope. I don't recall you telling people to DCA. Man, I don't think you're even part of my Discord group. I know for sure I have 20 to 30 people right here in the chat who are in my Discord group and who will probably back me up right now knowing this. So yeah, I don't even know you, so I don't know why you're just here. At 47, you were telling more for correction. What happened? DXY was about to eat up BTC. What wasn't it? Won't talk. It hit Fib Maze. We going there. This guy is funny. I think he's just a stalker. I'm gonna skip his things because I have a guy who's been stalking me since day one. Weekly close above 51.8 will be so bullish. What do you think? Definitely weekly close above 50. That's what I've been saying in my analysis. So if we start closing the weekly above 50, at least the possibility of a bull run that it will resume will be higher. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so let me just explain some things, and I'm gonna go super fast because I see a hater here and I want to shut him up. I don't like people lying about me, so I'm gonna go here to the S&P 500 first, so I can shut up some noob who probably doesn't even know anything about TA. 1 second, and I'm gonna go to the DXY. I'm not a YouTuber, dude. I'm a guy. I don't like being bullied by anyone, so I'm gonna just shut you up right here and right now. So this is my analysis about the DXY. I have a video coming up about it as well. Sorry, about the S&P 500. When the S&P was around here, I said be careful, there is a divergence, and you can see right there. I said be careful, there is a divergence on the 3-day chart. Very easy to see. Squeeze going down, price going up, and I did say Be careful if the DXY does another, the S&P 500 does another low, it will probably be in a downtrend. So number one, the S&P is in a downtrend. As you can see, it did that second lower low. It has a lower high, lower low, so downtrend, and it went for that lower low again. So now it has, so it is in a confirmed downtrend, and it's probably going to go back again to the EMAs and retest that. Once this crashes, crypto and Bitcoin will crash with it. And by crash, I mean something like this. So you people can understand what I mean by crash. This is a crash, okay? This is a gradual descent. Now, of course, the more that this goes down, the more that it will affect crypto in a way. Definitely. So that's number one for the S&P 500. I don't see that guy talking about this analysis, but I'm going to go to the DXY so I can shut him up as well. Maybe he will learn to study TA. DXY, here you go, my friend. DXY was here when I did the analysis. It went back to here for a pullback because it's overextended from the EMAs, and now it's going to retest that high again. If the DXY cannot manage to break these highs, it will probably roll over definitely again to the EMAs till it crosses bearish on the weekly, because on the bullish, on the weekly, it is still bullish, and the DXY can go back to the EMAs, and you can see it is overextended from the EMAs. So it's a matter of time that it does go back to the EMAs, but overall, general picture, the DXY is bullish. It's not bearish. For anyone who says it's bearish is just an idiot, basically. And you can see that it is bullish because when we were doing our analysis, the DXY was here, and now the DXY is here. So I know you know basic numbers, right? So 93 and 94. So I hope you understand. That's another thing. And now I'm going to go back to the BTC chart one more time. I need to school some people. Not this one. Let me see what. I'm going to go back to the actual BTC chart. I'm just going to show you the type of guy you are, okay? Let me just give me 1 second. And I hope you learn by this. I don't want to be mean, but I don't like rude people in my stream. Okay. Definitely. Perfect. Here we go. This is 2018. And this is the bull run in 2018. The guy on Discord, on the chat right now, Farda, wherever his name is the guy who was standing right here, saying moon. You were wrong. We gonna go to the moon. This is you, by the way. And you see what you ate. And by the way, just to be more clear for you, so you can understand. Now, if you're smart, you would take the signs. If you're not smart, you'd probably do what the guy who was here was doing and buying all the coins right there. But just to explain something, Bitcoin during the all-time high in 2018 was at 19,800. The bull trap took it to 1,700. So 19,800 was the all-time high, and then the bull trap was 17,000. So just take into consideration this. It was a 2,000 difference, and people probably there were saying that you were probably going to the moon. It hit that 0.7 Fib, wicked to the upside, and bounced down. And this is the weekly chart. I'm not talking about days. Today is a daily. Now what is happening is a day. It's not a week. Okay? If the weekly chart does this week, so if your weekly chart wicks down and closes a weekly under maybe the 0.618 on our side, right? It will probably just be another bull trap, in my personal opinion and according to history. Now, if you don't want to believe in history, it's up to you, right? If you don't want to believe in World War I and World War II and inflation, because believe it or not, right? Germany and Lebanon and Venezuela, all of these countries had inflation, and people didn't want to learn from this inflation, and they don't want to know why inflation is happening, and they still are printing money. So basically what you're doing right now on my chat is basically supporting the people who are not learning from history, including the people who you don't like. Basically the Federal Reserve, who keeps printing on money. So that's number 2. So please don't be Jimmy. Don't be this guy right here, okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't be Jimmy. And I'm going to go to 2014 as well, because I love schooling people, by the way, especially people who have no knowledge of anything. Here you go, Mr. Jimmy. So I'm going to go to the 3-day chart here because I think it will be clearer for you if you see it. Okay, perfect. Oh no, actually we need a daily. Okay, basically Bitcoin had its first all-time high around this region right here. It did a massive drop here, and then it did this bull trap. The real bull trap was here. It wasn't here. Okay, that was the real bull trap. And you can see again, you take your Fib ratios and you put them like that to this area right here, and you can see that the bull trap was the same thing. 0.7 Fib, wick above, and then dump after. And you can see how the weekly closed. And I'm gonna just improvise the Fib slightly. Let's do 0.72. I just want to check where did it go. Where did it wick to? No, not 0.273. So 0.4 probably. Yeah, definitely. So it went to that 0.74 region, and then basically dumped after. Okay, even though the all-time high was 1,200 and the bull trap was 1,070, it did the same thing, same pattern, same thing. It pumped a lot, made people FOMO in, and then they ate a drop. Okay, and I'm gonna go to 2011 just for little Jimmy. I love, by the way, Kirby, Crypto Kirby, little Jimmy and his Timmy. Okay, here I need to go to like a daily or something. I cannot see it, it's too small. Let's zoom out slightly. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, this is 2011. Yeah, so 2011, and I'm gonna explain what the similarities is and what the difference is, by the way. And you're gonna get the picture definitely. So look, this is 2011, right? So you take your Fib. So this is your major drop, right? From your all-time high, right? Around this area to the drop right there, around this area, right? So just let's put it like that. Just put it like that. You can see here in 2011. Yeah, oh sorry. Here's your downside, your last down, basically. Yeah, perfect. So you reach your all-time high. You dropped severely, corrected, and reached this area. So $10. You repumped again and tried to go for that 0.7 region. You can see it right there, right? And then you dumped again, basically to La La Land, to Bear Land. And the one thing that I do want to notice, I do want to make everybody notice, is the time frame that Bitcoin is doing to reach that all-time high and to do that bull trap. So in 2011, it took you 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So 4 days of dumping, and then you got your bull trap after 4 days, and then you went to Bear Land. In 2014, let's see how many days it took, because I'm going to stay on the daily chart. So in 2014, it took, again, you reach your all-time high, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 4 days basically, and then 5, 6, 1 week after the dump to reach that bull trap, and then basically go down to Bear Land. So that's 2014. I'm gonna just make you watch the pattern that is unfolding in the charts. Again, this is the charts, okay? Not me, the charts. Okay, Jimmy? I hope Jimmy is listening. So now in 2018, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people thought this is the bull trap. Okay? Bear with me, huh? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 days after the all-time high, we dumped. And people who were here calling for a bear market were probably being laughed at people here. Similar to what Mr. Jimmy is doing. So people who were here saying, oh, we are bear market, blah, blah, blah. Now the people who were here were laughing at these people, saying, oh, you see? It's not a bear market. We're going to the moon. I'm going to get my Lambo soon. And then they ate the bear market after. All of this talk, especially for little Jimmy in the chat, is just for you to protect your capital. I'm not trying to curse your mother or your family. I'm just trying to make you aware of the risks, and then I want you to invest accordingly. I don't know why people get so offended if I say something bearish about the charts. I have no idea, actually, really. It's like I'm crushing their dreams or cursing their family or something, or throwing their mom outside of the window. It's not that. It's not personal. It's just the charts. But I just want you to see the similarity. The differences, right? In 2011, it took us 4 days. In 2014, it took us 1 week. In 2018, it took us 21 days. Okay? So if my math is probably right, this is around like at least a times 2, right? So times 2 here, and then like a times 2.5 here, or times 3 here, right? Something along those lines. So times 3 here to get 21, right? Yeah. So times 2, times 3, and now this one is probably going to be a times 4, right? Just mathematics, right? So 84 days to basically get that bull trap. And then you go to, actually this is, I found this interesting right now. I didn't even know this. I just found it in the stream. Okay, and now we go to see if it's 84 days or not, to see. So again, you had your all-time high around this area right here, right? And then let's see how many days. 84. So this is your 84 days basically. So it's taking longer. Now whether this is a bear market, whether this was the bear market and that's it, probably, but this is a bear market, okay? All I'm trying to validate is the idea of the bear market itself. A bear market, by definition, should be at least longer than 3 to 4 months, right? Which we have been. By definition, you should be making lower lows and lower highs, which we have been. So these are still lower lows, especially lower than this. So as long as you're like this is a bear market. Once you start doing this, then this is a bull market. Bull markets is when you're making higher highs and higher lows, most likely. Now, you go to where we are currently, and you take your fib extension again from where? Let's take it from the all-time high, basically. So where we ate the drop, basically. All-time high down to that bottom right there. Okay, that 0.7 is coming in around 54, and that 0.74 that we just used to check out the wick in 2000 whatever, right? Right there, you have it in front of you. I'm not even making this up. This is not improvised. This is just me showing you what I'm seeing in the charts. 0.74, exactly as the previous run. Is it coincidence? Okay, maybe it is. Is this time different? Maybe it is. It is different. No one's gonna deny that this time could be different. But I'm just saying, I'm just showing you what is in the charts, and it's up to you to choose whether you want to believe the chart, not me, the charts. You want to believe the charts or no? It's up to you. Okay. I know for a fact I called the drop from 65 to 30. Again, no one listens. I called the drop again from 50 something to 40 something. No one listened. I also did tell my Discord, if you are part of my Discord, I did tell them that we were gonna have 2 months of green at least, which happened. And I told them a month ago that we were gonna have at least 2 months of red, which I think it will happen as well. It can, it cannot, it's probabilities, but I'm just showing you the probabilities. Okay, I just want to check this out fast. Was it drop here? Yeah, I don't know where it wicked out, but the 0.74 is kind of weird. I just saw it right now, so I think it's here, right? Yeah, no, yeah, it's here in 2004. And by the way, I've been comparing this run to 2014 forever, by the way. But just people don't want to understand the importance of 2014 in itself. But yeah, you can see that wick to 0.74. That's what I said. If Bitcoin goes to that 0.786, it probably is doing something that it has never done before, and it's invalidating history, basically. So you can keep your hopes up, but just don't be stupid and just enter the market at $55,000, because there will be a pullback, whether you're a bear market or a bull market or a sideways market. There will be a pullback. Okay, just I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Where's Little Jimmy? I think Little Jimmy is still here. Let's see what we have. Yeah, Little Jimmy is here still. I think he got his stimmy. Okay, so I'm gonna take the questions from the chat to see what's up. Mays always says there is a probability and TA can point to 20k as a potential target, and BTC was still pumped from 29, still valid, probability just didn't play out. Definitely, everything is probabilities. Smart people, of course, understand that, but people who have peanuts in their brains don't. So we need to excuse and be fair to others. What kind of a leap wave count would BTC be following right now? Actually, I think Bitcoin, so there's two ideas. Either Bitcoin is in a wave 5 or Bitcoin is in a wave 2. My personal opinion, Bitcoin is, it's either a wave 5 or a wave 3. if it's a wave 3, so if wave 2 has finalized at 29K, which can be possible from an Elliott wave perspective, right? Then this, what we're seeing right now, is wave 3. And if this is really wave 3, then you're gonna expect another super rally similar to what happened between December 2020 and March 2021. And if this is just the bear market still, or still part of a wave 2 corrective wave, then this most likely will dump again to that 20K region. And if this is part of a wave 5, like the YouTubers are saying out there, so basically the 100K wave 5, it's not gonna happen, okay? There's no way it will be a wave 5 and we go to 100. You go to 100 if this is a wave 3, not 100, okay? Sorry, not wave 5, because by using Elliott wave 5 is kind of a slow wave. It's not a dynamic wave. Wave 3 is the fastest, and wave 3 kind of looks similar to something like this, where you kind of have a super rally in a few months. So this is similar to what wave 3 will look like, whereas wave 5 will probably take more time, so something like this and like that. So this will probably signal that this is a wave 5 when you have your slow gradual upside. My personal opinion, I was very clear with this, I think Bitcoin will reach an all-time high by May 2022. That was my personal opinion, and you can watch my videos and you can watch my Twitter. I did post that and say that. Now, does it need to go back to 20K to reach that all-time high? It's a probability. It can, it can't. For now, the probabilities that it will are higher. Why? Because the indicators are showing so. The trend is still down and you're still making lower lows. That's it. That's basically it. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Next question, because I gotta go fast. Dude, I never called 10K. Okay, I never said Bitcoin's going. I think you've mistaken me with someone else. Okay, I never said 10K in my life. Okay, I said 20K, probably with a wick to like 15 or 18, and that's it. And in worst case scenario, if the worst came to worst, probably Bitcoin will go to 12. If the worst come to it, which I don't see happening, but I just said the worst case scenario. But I never said 10K in my life. I think you're mistaking me with Mr. Whale, the guy from who shorted Bitcoin at 10K. And just so you know, I never shorted Bitcoin at 10K. I rode this rally up like a boss, and I shorted this rally like a boss as well. Okay, just so you can say. He never called from Gay in July. I was constantly following his... Dude, I have a Discord. I don't post on Twitter, okay? Just come join my Discord. And if you want, I will post the thing in July. I actually did post it as well in Discord, okay? Leave me your Twitter name down in the section below, and I'm gonna tag you in the next tweet, okay? And I'm gonna show you, because I don't like people who lie, especially about me. Has the bull trap ever been 5 months later? No. That's the thing, Phil. Thank you for asking that question. The bull trap has never been, and I just showed you, right? First it was a day, then it was 4 days, and then was 21 days. And it was exponential growth. So time is 2, time is 3, and now time is a lot, basically. It can be a prolonged bear trap. It can, because this time it is different. We do have smart money in the market. People are not probably going to sell as fast as before. We did have a rounded top all-time high. We've never had even during the bull runs in 2017 and 2018. Every fake top was a blow-off top, kind of. It looks like a blow-off top. Every single top that was hit in 2017, in 2014, and 2011 was a kind of a blow-off shape rather than a rounded top. So that's why we need to take into account all of these things that are happening right now with Bitcoin. It's no coincidence that Bitcoin is going to that 0.7 Fib. It's no coincidence that Bitcoin just wicked at that 0.74. Okay, so this is the charts, by the way. I just want little Jimmy to know this. This is not my personal opinion. Please, for God's sake, I'm a normal person. I'm just showing you the charts. You want to believe them, believe them. You don't want to believe them, it's up to you. Maze did say to Mata go green. Thank you, Benjamin. He's part of my Discord. I know him. Let's see who else. Do you put any weight in the 4-year cycle and Q4 being the best month of crypto? Just interested in your opinion. Okay, so let me just clarify this. Thank you again, Hub is the god. Nice name. So okay, in 2011, 2014, and 2017, so the last 3 bull runs, quarter 4 was the best all the time. Every December you have an all-time high hit. If you go back in history, and I can show you this, just going on the weekly chart. If you go back in history, you have your all-time high in 2018 hit in December. Your all-time high in 2014 hit in, let's see, this one, the second one, right? So December as well. And then your all-time high in 2011, let's see if it's the same. I've never checked 2011 actually. No, the only one that's wrong, so the only one that's different is 2011. 2011, your all-time high was hit in June. So similar to our kind of all-time high right now, the 65K, which is hit around May, right? So during these runs, but 2014 and 17, definitely, you have your all-time highs being hit in December. So that's why many people think that quarter 4 is going to be the best quarter for crypto, because it usually what the trend is. So the trend is December, December, and December one more time. Just because this is the trend, that's why I'm just kind of cautious. Okay, I'm not saying it's not going to play out. It can be the best quarter ever, and you can basically ride the wave to the moon, basically. But I'm being cautious because when everybody sees the same pattern playing out over and over, then it most likely won't happen. And to answer another question which will be asked, definitely, no one is seeing the 0.7 fib. No one is seeing the 0.74 fib. Everyone is just basically seeing what they want to see. Okay, but no one's seeing this. That's why I'm kind of more confident in my prediction than others' predictions, because I think that no one's seeing this. No one's seeing that 0.7 fib. You can see even many bearish TAs are going to flip bullish, just so you remember me in the next coming days. Especially if you start going to that 55K region. For me, I'm waiting the weekly close. I'm a TA who has learned a lot. I actually have a certificate in analysis. I actually paid money to learn TA. I'm not here just learning from internet or something. And if I want to follow what the books have taught me, the books have taught me that as long as you're under that 65K top, you're still in a bearish trend. And by bearish is you can do something like this, and you're still bearish. Okay, you're still making super highs, by the way. You're going to 59 and dumping to 30 whatever, and going to 54 and dumping to 32 and going to 52. So but this is still a bearish trend, even though your highs are super highs. Okay, just remember that and take into account that this time it is different. This time it is different 100%. For this guy, Farad, whatever his name is, just put your Twitter on the chat below. I will tag you. Don't worry. I promise. Let's see. Questions. The fact that those 84 days landed exactly at this summer's bottom just super scared me after I was agreeing with what you were saying beforehand, 100%. The fact that those 84... Yeah, definitely. But like I said, it's no one knows, because this time it is different. Okay? This time it is different. 100% it is different. So, but I don't know. I don't know why people don't... If you're worrying so much with whether this is a bull market or bear market, then you're invested wrong. You have money in the market which is wrong. I am invested in the market. Many of my Discord members are invested in the market as well, but all of them know how to invest. So you DCA properly, you put stop losses, and you ride the waves. Everyone is riding the waves. I'm going to ride the waves. I'm going to sell here. I'm going to start laddering out here. I don't care, because the pullback will come. The pullback is always there, whether you're bull or bear, and you can see how many pullbacks we've had in the market. So if this is a bull run still, you're gonna still expect 20 to 30% pullback. So I just buy the pullbacks, no problem, easy life. But the problem is that people don't have patience. People want to go all in with everything and get rich fast, and then when they eat another bear market, that's when they start crying after. If you're a hodler, by the way, and you want to hodl BTC, by all means buy at any price you want and just go to the moon. It's very easy. Let's see other questions. We'll have a relief rally, and I don't know, man. Alts are so bad right now. They're probably gonna bleed to death. Especially the more BTC pumps, the more alts will bleed, basically. Till BTC kind of stabilizes for a bit or goes down slightly, then the alts will start to pump back again. How can we get information about joining your Discord group or whatever group? Fees extra. I can't find the information of the web. Just follow me on Twitter. You can send me a DM on Twitter, and I'll send you the information. No problem. Why bearish and bullish people always fight like two preachers? I have no idea, dude. I honestly have no idea. This is the first time I've entered crypto. I'm a forex trader. I've always been a forex trader, stock market trader. I just entered crypto because I have been invested in crypto for a while, and it's more volatile. So if it's more volatile, it means more money for me. So that's it. But I don't know why this space is actually very toxic. I have literally no idea. Let's see. If we close above 0.60 on the daily, where do you think we could expect to go before we pull back for a retest? Okay, so let's check the daily as well. So I'm gonna pull out my fixed range indicator because maybe the volume profile will show us as well. Let's see. Nah, volume doesn't help. We go for fixed range. It's better. Let's pull up from here because we are above that level. Okay, so here you go. This is your fixed range indicator. It's very good to identify where we're going and where we have a huge level of resistance and support. You can see that the peaks are where you have your basically your resistance. These peaks. We did have a peak here around 47, which we broke, retested as support, and bounced off. So very, very bullish for Bitcoin, especially on the weekly. As long as this weekly stays like this, very, very bullish. Now the next level of support will be around this area right here. So anything between where we are right now, so between 54.5 up to I would say 58.6, but to be more unbiased, right? First, I would expect this region right here. So the 56.5 region will be strong resistance for sure. Definitely. I don't think Bitcoin will climb above 56.5 that easy. If it does, then like I said, your bull run will probably be resuming, because I'm going to show you what a breakout with retest looks like for continuation, right? I think this is it, no? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, so this is a breakout with retest. We'll go to the daily so you can see it more clear. And this is what I'm expecting, and this is what where I will ladder in. I'll start being more safe about the market. So this is your previous all-time high, right? Around 19K it was, right? Where was it? Yeah, so it was around here. This is your previous all-time high. So you can see what Bitcoin did. It tried to tackle it a couple of times, and then finally it broke through. Now after breaking through, there's something called a retest of the breakthrough. So basically kind of going back to the scene of the crime and testing it as support and bouncing. It doesn't really have to go there 100%. It just needs to pull back, at least touch the EMAs and start to go up more. And this is what you would expect Bitcoin to do at the all-time high now, at the current all-time high of 65. You would expect it to break it like this, pull back to anything above that break, okay? Anything. It doesn't need to be a 65, but just any pullback will be nice, and then basically the run will resume. And this is what you need to expect. This is perfect, by the way. You break through, you pull back to 21K, you hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and then you bam, bounce up. And that's what any proper TA out there would tell you. That's why I don't like the Hopium being sold out there. They just make TA look very bad, especially from someone who has studied PA and TA and who has paid money for this. And I'm not just learning from the internet. So yeah, I would expect, at least in my personal opinion, this level. So I'm just gonna put them on the charts for you so you guys can see. I'm gonna remove this indicator because I know where I can put them, and I'm gonna remove these EMAs as well. And yeah, so first I would say, let's see. So we did wick here, right? Oh yeah, so we did wick to that region. So we have now this potential region right here. I'm gonna change the colors, And then I think my main resistance will be around that area right there. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna be conservative and say this. Let's see. Yeah, around this. Yeah, there. So 56.5 in my opinion. Bitcoin goes above that, a retest as support, and then you're probably gonna see higher highs being made. The last line that Bitcoin needs to break probably going to be this one right here, which is 59,500, and then finally that 60. So around here, that 61. So you can see Bitcoin still has a lot of way to go. It's not gonna go up that easy. If it does go up that easy, then you're gonna be super bullish on Bitcoin, and I will be super bullish on Bitcoin as well. I'm not a bias to bears only. I'm just a normal TA, but I need this to break out. I need this all-time high. I need these levels to start breaking gradually, and I need finally Bitcoin to go above that 65K, bounce here somewhere, and then pump. And then I'll probably buy this. As for now, I'm just gonna ride the waves. So every time Bitcoin has a pullback, I'll just ride the pullback up. That's basically it from my perspective. So those are the levels that you need to watch out for Bitcoin. We have a first level at around 55.5. You have another level at 56.5, and then finally, because I think if you break 56.5, right, you're probably gonna find a lot of resistance here. By the way, I think this area right here is going to be very dangerous for Bitcoin. I honestly call this area I call it a danger zone area in my previous charts, because it is a danger zone. This orange area, or you guys, we can change it to another color, but yeah, this area right here is probably danger. So 56.5 to 59. Don't buy the green, buy the red always, please, and DCA properly and stop loss. What do you think about this bump from 40K being wave 1? Now we got a valid pullback. Wave 2. Well, if it is a wave 2, and if this is a wave 1, right? So if this is a wave 1, and this is a wave 2, let's check first the Fib ratios if they're correct or no. So wave 2 got you to that 50+%. Let's flip it first. So yeah, usually wave 2 goes below, but I'm not gonna invalidate it because it can go to 50%, which it did. So this could be a wave 2, definitely. And now we could be in an impulsive 3. And if this is really an impulsive 3, you'll probably see a pullback, right, like that, right? And then go for the 5 wave, which is the 3. The pullback of this, though, let's see. If we assume this is wave, the second wave, right? So the pullback will at least take you to 47.5 from here, if this is a wave 1 really. Keep in mind that the pullback can take you lower, so it can take you to 0.85, because wave 2, as long as wave 2 is above wave 1 low, so it's as long as it's above 39.5, then it's still a potential wave 2. If it goes below 39.5, it's invalid. You basically invalidate it 100%. But yeah, it could be, definitely could be. I'm not gonna throw it out the side of the window, but we will know as soon as we start to getting the pullbacks and the breakthroughs. There's no need to be excited, guys. If this is a bull run, you're gonna see it soon. And if this is a bull run, just buy the pullbacks. No need to buy the green. Very easy. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh my god, this guy is really annoying. Can I block him or something? Is there something to block or something? I think I don't know how to block. Put user in timeout. Yeah. Okay, I put him, right? Yeah, I put him in timeout. Yeah, good. He's been removed. Great. Let's see, what else do we have? Questions here. What about the 10-year bear market predict? Is it still possible? It was a theory, by the way. The 10-year bear market is a theory, and it will happen if you have your monthly EMAs crossed. So I'm going to show you the monthlies, because Bitcoin has been in a bull run for 10 years now. This is a bull run. It's a 10, and you can see it on the log. Okay, on the logs, this is a bull run, 100% a bull run for 10 years at least. And these are just perspective. If you look at them in a time of, if you imagine this is your 1 hour time frame, these are just normal pullbacks in this 1 hour. Now, the only thing that will make this theory valid is these two cross. They have never crossed in the history of Bitcoin since the inception of Bitcoin, ever, not even once. They come close to crossing, especially when Bitcoin goes to the bear markets. You can see here, they came close. Where else? They came close here as well, close as well here. Every time they come close to touching, they basically just don't cross, and then Bitcoin continues in the bull run. And this prolonged bull run. If these do cross though, then most likely the 10-year, not 10-year, but I'm going to say prolonged bear market, because I don't know how long it will last, but a prolonged bear market will probably happen. But you just need them to cross. If they don't cross, no worries. As long as they're like this, no worries. And you can see that Bitcoin loves to retrace to these all the time. After the all-time high is reached, it likes to retrace to them. It did retrace to them here once. And you can see here it did retrace to them more than once. So once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 before finally breaking. So keep in mind that it can go to 35 again. But in my opinion, if it does go to 35 again, it will probably, this is just probably going to be a bear market. And I think it will. I think it will really go back to 35 at least. As long as it's holding 35, it's okay. If it breaks below, it's going to go back for that 27. And then basically your bear market is right there already in front of you, but you just don't want to accept the signs, most likely. So I hope that answered your question as well. The fact that those 84 days landed exactly somewhere, okay. What do you think about, okay, this one we answered. Okay, yeah, I blocked Mr. Jimmy. He's, was hidden by crypto man. Yeah, Mr. Jimmy is broke. Trend exhaustion is maxed on the daily. Every time it does, it dumps significantly. Yeah, definitely. I see that already as well. There is trend exhaustion, definitely on BTC. It will pull back most likely. I just hope it holds above 50 so it can continue the bullish momentum. That's all. So yeah, guys, I think that is enough for today. We had our great analysis for Bitcoin. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know who gave it to me. So thank you as well. If you guys have any questions, you can message me on Twitter if you want, and if you want to inquire about my private Discord, just message me as well. For now, this is what I see for Bitcoin. At least for now, a pullback, healthy pullback will take us, will make us stay above 50. Unhealthy pullback will basically let us below 50. Stochastic, all of the indicators are overbought right now, so most likely the pullback will come. And if the ADX starts to curve downwards to that 0.23 level, then most likely it will start signaling loss of momentum in the market. So yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy the stream. Please please share the stream. I really want to keep doing this for everybody out there. Thank you for joining the stream as well, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again next week.